So how do you determine the order and linearity of an equation? Let's say we have this equation right here. If you want to know the order of this, order means the highest derivative in an equation. The order here will be 3. And this is because we have an order 3 in the derivative. Now if we want to determine the linearity of this, in this equation, this is non-linear. Because first of all, an equation is linear if all the powers of y and its derivatives is 1. As you can see here, we have y that has a power of 3, we have a y that has a power of 2, and so we cannot conclude that this equation is linear. What is the order of this differential equation? The order of this differential equation is 4. Because the highest derivative that you can see in this equation is 4. The linearity of this equation is nonlinear. And as I said before, an equation is linear if all the powers of y and its derivatives is 1. But as you can see here, we have 3, we have 4, and therefore we cannot say that this is linear. One thing as well, you can see here there's ln of x times y, and that is considered as a nonlinear function. If your equation has a nonlinear function like this, it is not considered linear. Here we have another differential equation. What is the order of this differential equation? You might have guessed it, it's the highest derivative, which is 7. As you can see here, we have 7. The linearity of this equation is indeed linear. An equation here is linear because all the powers of y and its derivative is 1. Also, there are nonlinear functions of y that is present in the equation, and the coefficients of y and its derivatives are functions of x only. Here we have another differential equation. The order of this is 1. As you can see here, there's only one order. The linearity is non-linear. Why? Because 4 over y is a non-linear function of y. So you have to remember, an equation is linear only if all the powers of y and its derivatives is 1. Second, there are no nonlinear functions of y present in the equation. And third, the coefficients of y and its derivatives are functions of x only. So if these 3 conditions are satisfied, you can consider this differential equation linear. If not, it is automatically considered as non-linear function. What is the order of this equation? Well, the order of this equation is second order because as you can see here, the highest derivative in this equation is right here. And what is the linearity of this equation? Is it linear or non-linear, and why? Well, in this case, it is linear because it satisfies the 3 conditions that I have said before. So here is another differential equation. What is the order of this? Well, the order of this is third order. So the highest derivative in this equation is right here. And what is the linearity of this equation? Is it linear or non-linear? Well, it is non-linear. And it is because of this term right here. As I said before, an equation is linear if all the powers of y and its derivative is 1. But here we have a power of 4. So let's say we have this type of equation right here. What is the order of this? Well, the order of this is fourth order, and as you can see, it is right here. And what is the linearity of this equation? In this case, it is linear. So let's say for this equation, what is the order of this? Here it is second order, as you can see right here. The linearity of this, is it linear or non-linear? It is non-linear. And why? It is non-linear because there is a non-linear function of y present in this equation. You can also consider this as a reason why it is non-linear, because you can see that the derivative is 2. For this equation, the order of this is, as you can tell already, it is second order because of this. The linearity of this is non-linear, and it is because of the r squared. And it is non-linear because the power of the r here, which is y in general, is 2 instead of 1. Here for this equation, what is the order of this? Well, the order of this is second order, and you can tell it by looking at this. This is the highest derivative in this equation. The linearity is non-linear. And this is because of this term. Because the power of this should be 1 instead of 2. Because for a nonlinear function, when power is above 1, it is considered nonlinear. Here in this differential equation, what is the order of this? The order of this is first order because this term right here. The linearity of this, is it linear or non-linear? In this case, it is linear. And it is linear when the power of the derivative and y is 1. What is the order of this differential equation? It's easy. First order because of this term. Linearity. Is it linear or non-linear? It is non-linear. Why? Well, it contained this term. Because, as I said before, an equation is only linear if there are no non-linear functions of y present in the equation. But as you can see here, we have a non-linear function of y, and that is why it is considered non-linear.